Bora, rapaziada. Só ajeitar aqui o som, tudo certinho. Bora lá, mais um dia. Temos algumas... Tá, vamos fazer essa aqui primeiro. Adelaide Oaks. Vou falar com a Adelaide. Cadê a Adelaide?
Revelio.
Vou falar com a dona Adelaide. Que, né, com esse nome, nasceu com 50 anos.
Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my Uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
Tá, rapidão. Tem um pessoal enchendo meu saco aqui na Steam. Deixa eu ver o que é. Bora.
Has your uncle traded with many goblins?
Yes, for ages. Even speaks gobbledygook. But he only recently mentioned Ranrock's lot, insisting the galleons were worth the risk. He does it for me. Between robes and supplies, attending Hogwarts costs a fair sickle. And besides that, Uncle Roland has expensive taste. He's sacrificed so much for me over the years. I promised him that as soon as I finish Hogwarts, I shall be the one taking care of him.
I take it you and your uncle are close.
We are. My mother died when I was born, and I lost my father when I was 5. Uncle Roland's looked after me for as long as I can remember. He knows I get anxious when he travels, and that's why he sends me all the owls, to let me know that he's all right.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping, notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again
Beleza,
for
vamos
any
tentar,
help you can provide.
tentar achar o tio dela. Find Roland's Oaks Campsite. Tá. Vamos lá falar com o tio dela. Deve ser no World Map aqui. Tá, pertinho. Facinho. Facinho, facinho.
Roland is all right. He seems very worried. Adelaide mentioned her uncle's camp may be near Brockborough, past the river.
Não tá. É aqui, ó. Vamos lá.
I heard
Temos o
something.
bruxo ali. Tem mais. Aqui, ó.
Could this be Mr. Oakes' campsite? Renrock's loyalists, just ahead. Should I take them by force or be discreet?
Tá. Tá. Deixa eu ver com o que eu vou aqui. Vou mandar o invisível. Vou vir com o do... Calma, o invisível. Vou vir com isso e o do corte. Tá.
What was that?
What have we here? Another human? What have we here? Another human?
Ah, tem um monte de cara aqui.
Hello?
Por que esses caras estão me vendo, velho?
Who's there? Ready to fight?
Esse cara aqui tá muito... Ver se eu consigo tirar ele aqui da jogada. Oi?
Mr. Oakes' trade journal.
Rocks
Who's
lá.
there?
Calma, calma, calma. Pera.
Always my turn for patrol. Someone there?
Calma. Só tem mais esse? Não, tem mais dois. Não, beleza. De boa, ele vai voltar para a posição dele. Vou pegar esse aqui. Tranquilidade máxima.
Now to find out what happened here.
Tá, eu peguei um negócio que deve estar aqui no inventory. Vamos ver o que ele fala aqui que eu não vi. Ah. Tá, ele foi fazer negócios com os goblins. Provavelmente se deu mal. É isso.
Revelio.
E tem mais coisa, ó. Vamos ver.
Adelaide said that her uncle kept notes of his trades, maps. Perhaps these landmarks will lead me to him.
Aqui tá falando ó, que a gente tá aqui, acredito eu. Tem que ir indo, passando por uns destroços, etc. Até chegar nesse local. Ali tem um negócio. Disarming 3. Aqui tem coisa. Preciso trocar. Eu vou colocar aqui.
I should investigate. Revelio.
Os caras estão em cima. Não tem nada aqui. É literalmente só um...
Mr. Oakes' trade journal.
Não é... Inventory. Aqui. Tem um rio.
The fog blighted us a bit, I'll agree. Nonetheless, we have good sport.
Revelio.
Vou seguir esse caminho aqui. É pra cá, ó.
A rock formation. That's the first landmark on this map. Now to find the crooked tree.
Tá, eu achei... Eu tô indo no caminho certo. The Crooked Tree. Acho que é aqui.
Revelio.
Não é aqui. Não.
A crooked tree, just as the map said. The crumbling tower shouldn't be far from here.
Tá, repara que eu tô fazendo o caminho e tá fazendo sentido aqui.
And the crumbling tower. The spot on the map should be directly south of here.
You ought to cut back on pudding. Mistook you for a troll the other day.
What do we have here?
What's that?
Who's there?
Up for a bit of flying, are we? Red Rot will lead us to victory!
I may have more luck higher up in the keep.
Tá? Vou trocar o controle aqui. Ai, ai. Ele tá falando da Crooked Tree.
Who lived here, I wonder?
aqui, será? Não.
Revelio. Incendio.
Podia ter só voado, né? E nesse momento eu tô indo pro sul.
I don't like the looks of that encampment. Revelio.
Wouldn't mind a plum job at Gringotts. Suit me, sitting around all day. Mind you, suppose it could get a bit boring.
Glad I was never locked up here.
Engraçado, né? Porque o riozinho... Pô, que mapa mal feito da porra, mano.
Could it be a Merlin trial?
It won't be
Revelio.
right another repository.
Era aqui mesmo, pô.
Revelio. Perhaps not the best place to be.
And it's
Oh, this day's gone on too long.
you are terribly up there. Surely you can see that.
Quiet as a grapple, you are.
Revelio. Frecus totalis. Revelio.
É aqui mesmo.
Revelio.
Go on.
Frecus totalis. Stone walls do a prison make, sometimes. Revelio. A ladder. That's what I need.
Doing here? This patrol is worthless.
One less human. Just here.
Revelio. Patricus Totalis. Revelio.
Acho que é por aqui então.
This is the spot on the map. I'd best have my wits about me.
Who's out there?
Patricus Totalis.
Who's there? Not quiet enough.
Revelio.
Beleza? Vamos lá. É aqui? Acho que é, hein? Explore the Goblin Outpost and find...
What
Tá.
will we find in here? Revelio.
Uma dungeonzinha aqui.
It's punishment to us all to have that miserable human around. I know I heard something that time. Not your best
Ah, que
moment, I
mentira.
fear.
Confringo. Levioso.
I should have been your death.
Levioso. Accio. Confringo. Levioso.
Away with that.
Accio. Confringo. It looks as though Adelaide's instincts were spot on. Aloha Mora.
Fazer um Aloha Mora. Aloha Mora.
Revelio. You only have Ranrock to blame.
Tá.
Revelio.
human's word is worthless. This prisoner owes us the metal we were promised.
Afraid to fight?
Revelio. A boiler door. How to open it? Petrificus totalis.
I feel as though I'm not alone. No witch or wizard will be spared.
I'll cut you from shoes to shadow. I'm a goblin, not a toy! Why the rest is out?
Run won't be stopped!
I work best until
Revelio. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio. Incendio. Levioso. Confringo. Potato. Stupid one. Incendio. Confringo.
Hogwarts teach you nothing about dueling!
Incendio.
Someone been taken out last minute!
Confringo. Revelio. Hello? Mr. Oakes?
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my wand. This cell has an enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard them speak of it.
I need to find Mr. Oakes' wand. Where could it be? Revelio. Confringo!
Have a mushroom tea.
One way or another.
Incendio.
What we row.
Accio. Incendio.
I don't think you know who you're dealing with.
Confringo. Accio.
I will make you pay.
Incendio. Levioso. Confringo. Accio. Confringo. Incendio.
I won't rest.
Incendio. Confringo.
Kill special.
Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Levioso.
No!
Confringo.
Are you sure you want to
Confringo. Incendio. Confringo.
I won't rest.
Accio. Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio. This must be Mr. Oakes' wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free.
Hurry, before they come. I must get out. Hurry. My wand. Oh, thank Merlin. Thank you.
You did it! I found my wand and... Wait, you're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. Well, how did you
Obrigado.
find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblin stole every canut on me. All I can say is thank you, truly.
You mentioned you overheard things.
Sad tale, really. I think I know where Ranrock's unfortunate vendetta against wizardkind began. Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled upon an illegal dragon camp. He was young, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the camp in secret whenever he could, never making his presence known. After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. Ranrock wanted to join them, and the creatures. The wizard happened to drop his wand. Ranrock saw an opportunity. He picked it up, went to hand it back as a means of introducing himself. The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard into an instant rage. He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ranrock has despised wizardkind, sees us all as cruel.
Am I right that you speak gobbledygook?
Unbeknownst to Ranrock's fiends, I do. I've always had an affinity for goblin culture. Knew I wanted to be a metal trader ever since I was a lad. It wasn't easy learning the language. It's complex, and my memory's as weak as my knees these days. But after decades working with fine goblin folk, I grew fairly proficient. At least, I'd like to think so.
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analyzing my detailed owls. If only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget. Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you, her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
Beleza. Completar a
Mr.
quest.
Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him.
Beleza, a primeira coisa que eu vou fazer, eu vou ali em map not available. É duro. Vamos voltar para a entrada então. A primeira coisa que eu vou fazer é livrar o meu inventário. Vou lá em Hogwarts. Não. Vou lá em Hogsmeade. Vender as coisas que eu não quero.
Oh, will there ever be another wizard as peculiar as Yuri?
Those that go to Azkaban never have.
Revelio. Incendio.
Not saying I don't catch the odd healing spell. Thank goodness. I will say that
Revelio.
Before you ask, I'm all out of the new socks, so if your feet are smelly, you'll have to work it out for yourself. suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about. You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrag's promise. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Tá. Beleza, terminamos a primeira quest de hoje. Aqui é... Próxima secundária.
Glad you came.
Bora fazer mais
Hello,
essa.
Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stayed with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it.
Yes.
You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Então vou lá na... Acho que na casa da amiga dela. Lá na casa da amiga dela. Que ela morou junto e tal. O marido dela morreu. A amiga dela. Ela acha que tá com uma caixa de cartas que ela escrevia na época que ela era estudante. A primeira coisa que eu preciso fazer é pegar isso aqui.
Ah, Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Okay,
Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
Excuse me, did you say something about Bardolph Beaumont?
I did. I don't think we've met. I'm Dorothy Sprottle. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph, only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
Why would Bardolph want to get involved with the Ashwinders?
Oh, he had a terrible run-in with Ranrock's loyalists. Changed him. He vowed never to feel powerless again. I think he sought the Ashwinders out to learn their secrets. Victor Rookwood, at least, seems somehow immune to Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think Bardolph may have simply run off?
No. Bardolph's run that shop with Claire his entire life. He'd not give it up for anything. He swore he'd be back in a fortnight. My instincts are that he's been held captive, or worse.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawk lumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawk lumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawk lumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawk lumps and collect the box of letters there.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawk lumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
Tá. Não, eu quero fazer outra quest primeiro, que é que eu tava fazendo antes, que são... essa aqui.
Hope they know what they're doing. Brooms can be dangerous.
Vou só pegar esse aqui primeiro.
Revelio.
Bora lá.
Hogwarts is very lucky they've got protection charms, if you ask me.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
I dream of making a better world.
Trevicus Totalis.
Potion errands are except spiders. Not worth the trouble if you ask me.
Revelio.
Outra caverninha.
Clumps to Mrs. Sprottle, but I still need to visit the cave to find Sirona's box of letters. Perhaps I'll find more. Better have a look around. See about the hawk clumps and the box of letters. Incendio! That's all the hawk clumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Revelio! Incendio! Depulso! Revelio!
Depulso.
Revelio! Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether. Findo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Potato! Stupefy! Incendio! Findo! Expelliarmus! Stupefy! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Potato! Stupefy! Defender! Incendio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Incendio. Expelliarmus. Protego. Stupefy. Stupefy. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Protego. Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Defender. Revelio. Revelio. This must be Sorona's box of letters. I should take this box. I think that's everything. Sorona will be glad to have this back.
Temos aqui.
Depulso. Revelio. Revelio.
Bora. E já vou fazer a outra missão junto. Outra missão é essa aqui. Quests, a outra missão é... Rudolph allegedly practiced dark magic near the forest. I should start my search there. Tá.
Incendio. Incendio. Confringo. Is that Confringo's wooden jump? That must be Bardolph. Confringo. Incendio. Bardolph's wooden jumper. I'm not sure why Bardolph would want to know what really happened to him.
Ah, ele virou um bicho do mal
Incendio!
e eu tive que matar ele.
Accio!
Consigo fazer isso aqui, ó. Não, não consigo não.
Revelio!
É.
An
Se
entry from
consumiu.
Bardolph's journal. He overheard whispers, a plan, something to do with him.
É. E consumiu Dark Magic demais. E acabou virando zumbi.
Oh, I do hope my brother is all right.
Spare a canut, a sickle, a galliard. This might be enough.
Essa é a irmã dele.
Madame Beaumont, I believe I have some news of your brother.
Bardolph? What do you know of my brother?
I regret to say that Bardolph had been turned into an Inferius, and I had to kill him.
What? But how could you possibly think that an Inferius was my brother Bardolph? That's absurd.
He was wearing a woolen jumper, hand-knitted.
No. No. This can't be.
I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. I wish you well, Madame Beaumont.
What more could I have done? Oh, Bardolph! Bardolph.
Eu tenho que completar a outra, que é aqui. A Return to Sirona. Hogsmeade. Pronto, deu de quest secundária. Vou entregar essa aqui e deu.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Talk about you taking down that troll in the village circle. You certainly made an impression.
Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aiden. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aiden. Thank you, again, for helping her. And for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
Top. Agora o que a gente vai fazer é o seguinte. A gente vai vir com... Opa. Não é esse que eu queria. Quests. A gente tem só esse aqui. Tá, eu vou no Magic Nip. Só pra ver um negócio ali. Deixa eu ir no Magic Nip. Magic Nip é esse aqui, né? Deixa eu ir ali.
That last Clementine. Great things. Please, take your time looking about. Now, you let me know if there's anything else I can help you with. No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
Ele quer que eu pegue Chopping Gabbages, Mandrake e Chopping Gabbages, Mandrake e Venomous Tentacle. Deixa eu ver se eu tenho. Gabbage eu tenho, Mandrake eu não tenho. Venomous Tentacle eu tenho. Eu tenho esses dois. Falta vir aqui, ó. Map. Bora. Tem que comprar uma Mandrake. Será que eu consigo?
I haven't fed them yet.
Consigo.
Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far.
Aí que ele diz pra usar ao mesmo tempo, né? Vamos agora para algum lugar onde tem combate. Tá, vamos aqui pro Word.
You're gonna regret coming here. I don't waste time.
Vou apertar o L. Vou apertar o L1. Eu fiz besteira? Consegui. Grow and Harvest Flux Switch. Tá, eu preciso ir no mapa. Eu vou lá na minha sala principal. Eu vou em Hogwarts. Aqui. Isso. Vou cultivar.
Deke. Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack.
Isso aí eu acho que já é... Você acha que é a missão principal?
Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts. Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howard said in Beasts class, that I should study as many beasts as I can on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area. So, perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out on their own.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack and where.
Fazendo missão
Come
principal,
along,
velho.
then.
Ah, ele vai,
Our
acho que
first
me...
stop will be beyond the castle grounds. We can leave now, or you can come and find Deke when you're ready to go.
Tá, eu vou fazer isso aqui primeiro. Vou identificar os itens, tá? E aí eu vou vir aqui. Coletar. Coletar. Não, 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 não. Não, não. Inspect. Aqui lá. Large pots. Consigo fazer um large pot aqui? Tomes and Scrolls. Tomes and Scrolls.
Protego!
Map. Deixa eu ir lá em Hogsmeade. É Tomes and Scrolls o nome, ó. Tá, eu preciso comprar uma Large Potting Table. É aqui? Ah.
Just let me know if there's something in particular you're looking for. Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there?
É aqui. Vamos ver.
Wonderful.
Tá, eu tenho 15 minutos pra fazer outras coisas. Eu tô fazendo essa principal aqui, ó. Vou falar com ele então agora.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect. Deke loves an outing.
Eu acho que eu vou aprender a usar aquele saco que suga os animais no mundo, tá ligado? Eu vou poder
That was a
pegar os
dark
animais
time
pra
in
mim.
Deke's life. Deke found himself in service of the cruelest wizard he ever met. A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh. It was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good.
Olha lá, é aqui, ó.
We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the potful of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right.
You got one!
I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
Tá, beleza.
Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you, what with all the poachers in the area. Perhaps we should work quickly. The jobberknolls are just here, in this large tree. If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
What if I can't find any beasts in their usual habitat?
Beasts won't stray too far from their homes. Look nearby or simply wait a moment, and they should return.
Do you have any advice on how I can rescue more elusive beasts?
Levioso is not only helpful when rescuing flying beasts, it can also help rescue beasts that are generally hard to catch. Try using that spell the next time you encounter a small or otherwise elusive beast.
Would you mind talking a bit more about what it was like working for your former master?
Deke's master was not kind to beasts, or to Deke. He saw beasts only as a source of income, to be used for potion ingredients and labor, and Deke will not say more. But Deke is grateful to be at Hogwarts, where he can help care for beasts and make amends for the things his master made him do.
Then I shall go and rescue a jobberknoll.
Good luck. Deke will be waiting.
Levioso! There. I'm not going to hurt you. I rescued a jobberknoll.
Deke hopes your jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers, and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deke knows of, a herd of moon calves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deke will see you there.
Hello, Deke. Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Moon calves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in front, but only under the light of the moon. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
How did you end up at Hogwarts after working for your former master?
Deke's prior master had no family, so when he died, all of his house elves were relocated by the ministry. Deke was the most fortunate one, as Deke was sent to Hogwarts. Deke's friends were not as fortunate.
I shall go and find a mooncalf then.
Deke will be waiting for your return.
Pra noite, bora.
Levioso! I'll look after you. It was a bit trickier than the others, but I have a mooncalf now.
Another beast, safe and sound. Shame we didn't see the moon calves dancing. It's a marvelous sight. Deke supposes you're finished here. He'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deke will meet you back in the room whenever you're ready.
Beleza. Vamos só aqui em Hogwarts Map. Aqui.
there you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued their new home. But, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide. What exactly did you think of? Heavens! You've done it!
But what is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out. Meet you inside when you're ready.
Vai ter lugar onde eu vou poder deixar todos os bichinhos.
Look at this. It's amazing.
Where are we, Deke?
It seems to be a place for your beasts to live, a vivarium of some sort. Oh, your beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe lives. Perhaps you want to release them, let them see their new home. Deke thinks the vivarium will be a fitting new home for your beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space for all of them.
Deke hopes so too. But if you do run out of room, Madam Peck at Brood and Peck in Hogsmeade will help to find safe homes for them.
Any beasts that the room can't hold?
Yes, she's well known for helping to care for beasts in need, and she'll give you a fair price for them. Speaking of care, beasts that are well fed and groomed will provide you with valuable magical materials, such as puffskein hair, for example. If you gather some magical materials from your beasts, Deke can show you how to use them.
Very well. I shall let you know when I have some.
Accio.
No cooldown.
I've collected some magical materials, Deke.
Now Deke can show you how to use them. First, you'll need to use this spellcraft to conjure an enchanted loom.
An enchanted loom?
Exactly. It will allow you to use your magical materials to weave magic into the very threads of your clothing, making your clothing more useful in a variety of ways. Why don't you try it? Deke thinks you'll be impressed with what the loom can do.
I'll go and experiment with the loom now.
Um exemplo aqui. Ó, upgrade a piece of gear. Ah, dá pra fazer o upgrade, ó.
Some plants here seem to be ready to harvest.
O negócio é que, tipo, pra que eu vou fazer isso? Porque eu vou ficar trocando gear toda hora. Não é meio que o momento de fazer isso, a sensação que me dá é essa.
That came out nicely. I should show Deke. Brilliant.
Deixa eu fazer. Bora ver se foi terminar uma quest.
I used the enchanted loom, Deke.
Wonderful.
Will I be able to weave even more powerful magic into my clothing with the loom?
You will, by rescuing even more powerful beasts. For now, however, Deke suggests you explore the vivarium and get to know the beasts you've already rescued.
Can I use the loom to enhance any item of clothing?
The loom will only enhance clothing of a certain quality. Deke suspects you'll find more valuable clothing as you explore. Deke also knows that some of the shops in Hogsmeade can provide you with a variety of clothing for you to enhance.
Thank you,
Thank you for your help, Deke.
Acabou a missão. Óbvio. Eu terminei a missão. E agora eu posso fazer flipendo. Professor Garlic. Eu sempre confundo os símbolos. É aqui e aqui. Beleza, não só já vamos terminar aqui tudo antes das principais. Já fizemos uma principal hoje, né?
Perhaps a hybrid. Bouncing tentacular.
I've finished the activities you assigned me, Professor Garlic.
Wonderful. I hope you gained a greater appreciation for the flora in our lives. I am forever enraptured by it. Just yesterday, I spent hours pruning my self-fertilizing shrubs and flutterby bushes. Didn't realize how long I'd been at it until the sun began to set. Well, if there's one thing I love to see more than my plants thriving, it's one of my students doing the same. Now, ready to learn flipendo? Chin up, keep a light grip, and it's all in the wrist. Let's see you give it a go.
Bora.
You will want to focus with this spell. Nothing as mortifying as knocking back a colleague when all you wanted to do was move a few pots. Wonderfully done. If you'd like, or you're welcome to do so here. Look at that. You're a natural.
Beleza. Deixa eu ver o que eu posso conversar com ela.
Professor, I was wondering where you're from. What's your background?
Oh, how nice of you to ask. Well, let's see. I grew up in London, right on the Thames.
That sounds lovely. All the sights and bustle of a city.
To some, yes. I used to dream of living in the
Podia
country,
namorar, professora.
but it wasn't until I came to Hogwarts that I felt truly at home. Mind you, it did take some time, and whilst it is my fervent hope that each student eventually feels as at home here as I do, it is not always the case.
I suppose that makes sense.
Well, we each bloom differently, don't we? Some of us, like Devil's Snare, thrive in the shadows, whilst others crave the attention of a bouncing bulb. And we each grow and thrive according to our own plan. Oh, I was terribly nervous when I arrived at the castle. You see, as a child, I knew nothing of witches or wizards. You can imagine how astonished I was to receive my letter from Hogwarts. I spent a good deal of time alone in either the greenhouse or the library my first days here.
I'm sorry the other students weren't more friendly.
Oh, but I've given you the wrong impression. On the contrary, I was shown great kindness. In fact, a 7th year took me under her wing during those first days. She remains one of my dearest friends.
Was it Sirona Ryan?
It was indeed. How on earth did you know that?
Sirona has been a good friend to me as well. In fact, I retrieved a box of letters from Mrs. Sprottle for her.
Oh, darling Mrs. Sprottle. She was always astonished I knew as much magic as I did, being Muggle-born. I dare say you'll find that the friends you make here at Hogwarts will last a lifetime. Now, I'd best get to my recent delivery from the Magic Neep. Mr. Teasdale promised me quite an assortment of seeds this week. Lovely to see you.
Beleza. Então agora não sobrou nada, ó. Vamos fazer. Vamos fazer a outra aqui principal que tá faltando. World Map. Longe, hein?
I know a Merlin trial when I see one.
Será que eu faço isso aqui?
Revelio. 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 Merlin himself would be proud.
9. Tem 9.
Revelio.
Ele não me deixa pousar. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Lumos. Accio. Defender. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Incendio.
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso. Revelio.
Let me cut you open. Let me emptiness machine.
Accio. Confringo. Oh, here's a pleasant surprise.
Tem que voltar em Hogsmeade.
I could fall dead asleep on my feet.
Up for a bit of dying, are we?
Confringo. Accio.
You're very weak.
Protego. Confringo. Levioso.
I won't rest until
Incendio. Confringo. Protego.
I will make you pay.
Incendio.
If only Ranrock were here
Confringo.
Não, velho.
Incendio.
I will make you pay.
Confringo. Accio. Revelio.
Eu mexi com isso agora, não é infinito, velho.
Thank you for making me the first object of your suspicions. Who my friends are now, don't I?
O que é essa borboleta aqui?
Revelio. Alohomora.
Alohomora.
Levioso!
Professor Howard will never believe this. Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
Meet Sebastian Feldcroft. Feldcroft.
Now you should be able to travel to and from Feldcroft in an instant.
Revelio.
Ah, aqui, mano, é a cidade da menina das visões, velho. Lembra aquela cidade que tava sofrendo com a seca e tal? E aí vieram os bruxos e resolveram a parada, pô.
Revelio.
É, foi isso. Level 2.
Revelio.
Aqui tem coisa importante. Entendi. Bora falar com Sebastian.
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on. I'll take you to my uncle's. This way.
Revelio.
Bora, filho.
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Aha! Sebastian, where did
Sebastian!
Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are
Revelio.
difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met on my first day at Hogwarts, in the Slytherin common room.
Oh, the common room. I adored teasing first years about spotting mermaids through the window. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
Pô, bora curar essa mina.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves any time soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I know he's angry, but he's only trying to do what he thinks is best for Anne.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me, I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
Mano, eu vou... Rapidão. Vou dar, né?
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Accio. My book. Let's get this over with.
Incendio. Potato. Stupefy. Confringo! Potato! Confringo!
You won't get away with that.
Incendio!
I won't rest.
Defendo!
No!
Confringo!
You've made your last mistake. How nice of you.
Impressed? Descendo! Levioso! Incendio!
I won't rest.
Defendo!
Rather unwise coming back this way. No!
Incendio!
Regret coming here. I will nice of you. One less human to worry about. No! I will make you.
Descendo! Incendio! Levioso! Descendo!
I won't rest until you're dead.
Levioso! Descendo!
I confess, That was a bit more than I bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Revelio.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone would be hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything. I've heard goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists.
Revelio.
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was, a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard. It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Hogwarts Professor, pode ser um daqueles.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intention.
Reparo. Revelio.
This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
É a menina lá.
This house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a portkey. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Revelio. Someone piled this here for a reason. Blocking something?
Only one way to find out. Huh, a stairwell.
Revelio.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
I'm here to learn, but I learn.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this. Revelio. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I have a rare ability to see whispers of ancient magic.
I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. I knew you weren't telling me everything. Ancient magic. What does that even mean?
I'm not entirely sure, but the Keepers have said that it's a powerful magic that should only be wielded by a select few.
And you can wield it?
I don't know, but Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath.
The Undercroft.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the Keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts?
You did not? Is it connected to our common room?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to see Anne would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Vou tirar. Vamos ver o que a gente vai ter agora. Enquanto isso, vou mexer nos talentos. Eu tenho 9 pontos de talento, mano. Vamos melhorar algumas coisas aqui. Eu vou pegar esse aqui. Só de rolê. Eu posso pegar esses aqui. Perdão. Esse aqui com certeza que eu uso muito. Esse aqui também eu vou pegar. Caraca, olha isso. Não, esse aqui é paia. Eu vou pegar um desse. Esse é absolutamente importante para mim. É muita coisa boa, velho. Muita coisa boa. É tipo absurdo. Não sei qual é o nível máximo. Se eu conseguir pegar tudo, vou ficar imenso. Vamos ver o que a gente tem de missão principal agora.
Meet me near the ruins of Falbutton Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
Tá. Mais alguém? Peguei 2 missões principais. Temos Nat is waiting for me near castle. Professor Shah's class is at the top of the astronomy tower, upstairs from the entrance to the room of requirement. I should head there now. Tá, astronomy class. Eu vou nela agora. Map.
What are you up to now?
Vamos lá. Questinha principal.
And your reading is the dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
Astronomy is not divination. You won't find
Eu
the
tava
mysteries
confundindo
of the
com
cosmos
divination.
charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves
Primeira aula
to
dela.
persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck. Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own.
Deve ter algum gameplay.
Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
Oh, hello. I'm Amit. We met in potions class. I'm happy to report that we've yet to have any explosions in this class.
Oh, hello, Amit. Nice to see
Olá,
you.
Mitch.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
That's very kind of you, Amit. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplor. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Tried to put off my stargazing as long as I could. A lot of good that did. How am I supposed to find Sirius when my hands are too cold to use a telescope? It's a dog.
Revelio. This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
A pristine night for stars.
The perfect night for... Oh, hello again.
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
Ah, I had a feeling there would be a catch to that telescope.
No. I certainly wasn't trying to bribe you or anything. But, are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
All right, I suppose I can go with you. I hope it's worth it.
It will be. Trust me, I have read practically everything there is to read about this. It should be brilliant. Shall we?
Shall we?
The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go then. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing. It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure. Revelio.
A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs. Nothing to be concerned about. Amit, could I ask you something?
Oh, certainly.
Where precisely is the table we're looking for?
According to an old astronomer's chronicle I found in the library, it may be somewhere along the castle wall.
Why are you so fascinated with stars?
I suppose because there is so much to learn about them. I mean, there is plenty to learn about a lot of subjects, but astronomy seems limitless. Always something new being discovered. They are forever discovering new moons and stars. In fact, they discovered a new planet just 50 years ago.
Actually, that's all I wanted to know.
Oh, very well then.
Revelio.
Ali, pô.
Incendio. Revelio.
More cobwebs. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
Oh no, not this close to school, Amit.
The constellation should appear near the center of your view. As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart. stargazing is all about patience and precision.
E foi. Lyra.
I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable.
Achei.
Rest
Lembra que eu tinha
assured,
achado
you shall
eu
be
tinha
credited
achado
in my memoirs
uma
one day.
mesa dessa há muito tempo, eu não sabia o que era.
Thank you, Amit. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon.
Tá, vamos pra outra missão. Nunca vi esse tipo de missão aqui. Isso aqui é tipo de missão de relacionamento, ó. Tá vendo? É diferente. Vamos ver essa aqui, eu nunca vi.
Incredible! Never do get tired of seeing the astronomy tower.
Estão dentro? Não.
Revelio. Defender. Incendio. Lumos. Revelio.
Aqui, ó. O Great Hall. Não tinha chegado nele até agora.
Lumos. Revelio.
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
The dark arts do pique my interest.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this. Better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I'd like to know more about it if you wouldn't mind telling me. I won't repeat it.
Very well. But do keep this between us. Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
Crucio, correct? The Cruciatus curse. Also known as the torture curse. Inflicts excruciating pain on the victim.
Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
Tá, não tem mais nada. Wingardium Leviosa.
Levioso!
Everything's all right now.
Over here, quietly.
Quietly.
I'm glad that you received my owl. We need to stay low and remain quiet.
Natty, what's going on? Why are we all the way out here?
As promised, I did some investigating to find out what Harlow is up to. I followed him to the Hog's Head. I noticed him reading a letter. All I could see was that it was signed by and bore the seal of Victor Rookwood. And one other thing. Harlow mentioned you to his colleagues. They did not mistake you for someone else, did they?
No, they didn't. Rookwood and Harlow are after me.
Why did you lie to me? And what do they want with a Hogwarts student?
Professor Fig told me to keep things quiet, but I know I can trust you, Natty. Rookwood and Harlow want something Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before I came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
What does that mean?
I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it. And I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know it's a lot to take in.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it's safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. And we can help to take them down for good. That letter is the tangible proof that Officer Singer needs. It is why I followed Harlow here and why I wrote to you. I need your help to retrieve it.
You seem to be very determined in stopping Rookwood and Harlow. Why?
I knew men like him in Uganda. I know how bad things can get if they are not stopped. It's a long story, one I promise to share when we have more time. For now, let's do what we came to do.
Can't we just bypass Officer Singer and go directly to the Ministry?
Do you think they will listen to a student? Only Officer Singer can start an investigation. The Ministry will come in later.
I'll help you find the letter, Natty.
I'm glad to hear
Well,
it.
Natty.
First, we must access the castle keep. I'll check the main gate, see if you can find another way in. I do not see any guards, but we should still try to be as quiet as possible. Harlow is here after all.
Revelio. I wonder what that does. Well, that didn't work. Perhaps something with a bit more force. That did it. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Revelio. I need to find a way into the gatehouse to open the gate for Natty. Deposit.
O que ele diz aqui?
Dead end. Must be another. That looks as if it might raise the gate. Backing up.
done. I will be right up. I knew you could do it. This way. I will get the door. Hello, Homura. That is the main keep. My guess is that we'll find Hollow and the letter inside. We'll need to be careful once we get...
I hear them.
Restrain the face!
Highwing.
Do you know that hippogriff?
Get these things back to them now!
Very well. New plan. I get the evidence and you free that hippogriff. Agreed? This is our chance. Go!
Blasted! There's gotta be another way to get up to the roof. Somewhere. Revelio. I hope Natty stays out of trouble. Revelio. We got him, Leviosa. Leviosa. Not the safest place to sneak into. Tricus Totalis. Revelio. Totalis.
Ha ha! Time to teach someone a lesson!
Revelio.
That warrants a look. Confringo! Thought you had to. Confringo!
Hello, Homura.
Alô.
Revelio. I hope Natty's having an easier time of it.
You're going home in a wooden box!
Accio.
Leviosa.
Aloha Mora. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio. Wing. It's all right. There we go.
There you are.
Come on.
Hello, Mora.
Hurry. Oh! Faster, High Wing! There's the Hogwarts Express. Must be returning from an unscheduled run. It's incredible, isn't it?
É a primeira missãozinha com glifo.
How exciting.
It was exhilarating, wasn't it? I wasn't sure we were going to make it out alive.
There was no need to worry. I had it all under control.
Were you able to find the letter?
Summoned it straight out of Hallow's hands. I will say, I did not expect to see him cast the killing curse at us. He won't forget this. Be on your guard.
Of course. What did the letter say?
That Rookwood's looking for a phoenix. Not sure where he will find one. But it also included Hallow's orders to inspect that castle for the poachers. Enough to connect Hallow to the crimes. I shall deliver the letter to Officer Singer. She'll have to do something when she sees it. Now, tell me, where did you meet these hippogriffs?
I've only met Highwing before. Poppy introduced us.
Poppy Sweeting knows a hippogriff. Of course she does. Poppy will be relieved to know that Highwing's safe. I came to the right person for help. My mother will be worried. I must go. Seek me out soon. I shall have much to tell you.
Highwing, go!
I have learned of a wizard who is being harassed by Hallow. He may be able to provide the evidence we need to take Hallow down. We should speak with him together. Meet me at his home.
When you have a moment, please stop by the Room of Requirement. Deke tells me he has something to share with you.
I assume you have news regarding the goblin you mentioned. Why don't we meet at the map chamber to discuss that and our next steps?
Faster, Highwing!
Entendi como funciona. Tá, eu acho que eu vou encerrar por hoje. Foram 3 horinhas de gameplay. Hoje eu achei que eu já avancei mais de forma mais interessante. Tá ligado? E eu gosto, ó. A gente tem então aqui você vê que tipo assim, são missões que são missões secundárias, mas viram missões secundárias mais importantes que as secundárias normais, né? Que são missões de relacionamento, eu acho, quando tem isso aí. Eu não tenho certeza. Mas basicamente, tipo, eu tenho agora a sequência do Samuel e tenho a sequência da Neri, né? É Sebastian, quer dizer, Samuel não, Sebastian, e tem a da Neri. Aqui, ó, improve your magical abilities to access the next trial. Essa é a última. Acredito eu. Não sei. E tá vendo que só tem mais uma aqui? Ou eu consegui todas, não sei. Então, amanhã vai ser legal, próximo dia que eu for jogar. E eu gostei desse esquema que eu tô fazendo, de 1 horinha, missão secundária, libera outras coisas, depois 1 horinha missão secundária, depois faz as outras missões mais importantes, pode ser um de poder, no caso essa The Lost Child, e aí depois vai para as missões principais. E as missões principais, e aí você consegue avançar fazendo um pouco de tudo, né? Sente só o tanto que eu já completei. Já fiz muita coisa no jogo, não parece, mas eu já fiz, né? Mas é isso, tô curtindo o jogo, né? O jogo não é a melhor coisa do mundo, mas tá bem legal, velho. Curtindo bacana. É isso. A gente se vê depois. Aquele abraço e até a próxima.